What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be covering some very interesting updates that I have found on Nano Dimension, ticker symbol NNDM. We are going to go over this AME Academy. This is going to be a very important event for NNDM. We also have a very important interview that we need to go over. This is actually a new interview that not a lot of people have covered, so we definitely need to go over all of the contents of this interview because it gives a lot of good forward-looking statements for NNDM in the future. We're also going to briefly cover the very important event that we have coming up on Monday. Now, Monday, the market is going to be closed, so we are not going to see a direct move off of this shareholder vote. The move is most likely going to happen if there is going to be a move in the share price on Tuesday. So if you guys enjoyed the information that I provide for you in this video, please go down and drop a like on this video. It really helps me get this information out to as many people as possible. It costs you nothing to do it, but it helps me out a whole lot. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. And if you guys are seeing this video from a notification, make sure you comment down below notification gang. I really appreciate all your guys' support on taking the time to watch these videos as soon as they are put out. So let's first cover some of the most recent price action of NNDM over the past couple of weeks. If we come over to this chart, we can see that NNDM peaked at around January 25th, and on January 26th, their SEC filing about their shareholder meeting was filed, and basically what it said is that they want to be able to issue more shares in order to raise more money. And as we've seen with all of NNDM's share offerings or an announcement of a share offering, we do see a pullback in the share price. But as NNDM has shown us time and time again, these dips are very short-lived and they are often bought up very quickly. So we saw NNDM go from about the $16 range all the way down into the $13 range and bounced all the way back up to around the $16 range before consolidating around the mid $15 range. Now, this consolidation is really happening because of this event that NNDM has coming up on Monday. So we're going to take a deep dive into this event towards the end of this video, so make sure you stick around for that. Now, before we get into the very important interview that we need to cover in this video, NNDM has a very important event coming up towards the end of February. If we come over here, this is going to be the AME Academy. If we scroll down a little bit further, the AME Academy is the first ever seminar on additive manufacturing of electronics with leading industry experts. This online event will cover the future of additive manufacturing, software, hardware, and automation for electronic devices. Attendees will hear firsthand about revolutionary applications and advancements of this technology from R&D to commercial applications by leading research institutes and companies developing and using AME technology for fabricating electronic devices. Participants will have the chance to network and exchange ideas in a virtual academy chat room. Being on the verge of a new era of 3D printed electronics, this event will provide comprehensive insights into the possibilities of AME technology. Now, anytime NNDM is presenting or speaking to a large group of people, there is always the possibility that NNDM's software and business model and overall company is going to be exposed to more possible investors that are willing to put some capital behind this company. Now, if we scroll down, we can see that this is going to occur on February 23rd, 2021, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time, United States. And if you want to sign up for this event, you would just have to go on to NNDM's website, and the AME Academy should be the first thing that you see. Now let's get into this interview. We are able to draw a lot of good conclusions and gain some more insight on where NNDM thinks they can head in the near future. So if we come over to a transcript of this interview, Dane Feinberg spoke with Valentine Stores, Nano Dimension's general manager of EMEA and director of marketing, about how the pandemic has affected their business this past year and what they have planned moving forward. So if we come down here, we can basically basically see that Feinberg asks, right now we are looking at how things have changed with the pandemic, particularly with trade shows now virtual or being canceled altogether. Now, Stores replies to this with saying, I would first mention that Nano Dimension has probably experienced 2021 very differently than the rest of the industry. We have seen significant financing from investors coming in through all of the capital raises that NNDM has done. They have about $1 billion of cash on their balance sheet right now that they are planning to use for research and development, marketing, and most importantly, acquisitions. So that has allowed them to now develop the product to the next level. Today, we are offering the Dragonfly LDM system, where LDM stands for Lights of Digital Manufacturing. And right here, this is our current product version. That's going to be more important a little bit later in this video, but keep in mind that the Dragonfly LDM is just the beginning for NNDM, and it allows for 24/7 operation of 3D printing of high PEDs. We defined high PEDs as high performance electronic devices that could be very complex PCBs or something more than just a complex multi-layered circuit board. Now, since this NNDM executive said that this is their current product version and it is already the best in its class in the 3D printed electronics field, it makes me wonder if NNDM is going to be putting out new products in the near future. And if we take a look at their investor report, we can actually see that they are planning to do so. So if we come over here, we can see that they give some different stages on some 3D printing models that they have. So stage 1 is going to be the Dragonfly PIK Performance Improvement Kit, then Dragonfly Mark Manufacturing and Reliability Kit with new materials that reach specifications of industrial standard, environmental tolerance, temperature, vibrations, repeatability, and reliability of printing process at industrial level. Stage 3, the next generation machine, NG, with new materials which fit mill specs, multiple inks, which will actually increase Nano Dimension's recurring revenue model in which they provide the ink to their customers and support material. If we come down over here, we can actually see where NNDM is today. So today they say they are at stage 0. They're actually between stage 0 and stage 1. 2021 is stage 1. Mark 2 is going to be stage 2. Stage 3 is going to be Mark 3. So these two graphs really hint at the fact that NNDM, Nano Dimension, is planning on coming out with even newer products that have even more capabilities over the next 2 years. So we can see stage 2 and stage 3 is when they are coming out with this Mark, and stage 3, if we go back, is when they are going to be coming out with their next generation machine. So NNDM has a lot of good things coming in the future, but if they are coming out with these new machines, new products, and better quality products, it doesn't really mean much unless Nano Dimension is able to actually get their products out to as many people as they can. So we're going to go back to this interview where this Nano Dimension executive actually goes over this in detail. Going back over to this interview, we can see right here, let me share from our investors presentation, which is the latest update on company strategy and performance. And you will see how the pandemic is the elephant in the room that's affecting our business. We have raised significant amounts of cash and we are investing this into product development. We are looking into mergers and acquisitions and looking to develop the advantage that we have in the market even further. In my opinion, that is great news. The CEO of Nano Dimension has actually come out and said that he is looking to monopolize this industry. So while others are cutting back with investments, we are increasing ours. But we haven't fully scaled up marketing and sales activities because at the moment, calling hundreds of customers that are not in the office or only working part-time is not really going to scale up the business. So Nano Dimension has looked at the opportunity cost of actually putting a lot of investment money into marketing, and they think that it is not worth it at the current time. So they will do that. However, our working assumption is that Q3 2021, the world will somehow return to normal. So this hints at the fact that Nano Dimension will start its marketing efforts back up again towards the middle or end of Q3 2021 if the world climate becomes better and more conducive to their marketing efforts. Now, we also have some rumors floating around that Nano Dimension will be added into ARK Invest's new space exploration ETF, ARK-X, and there are some things in this interview that highly suggest that it is very possible that NNDM is added into this ETF. If we come back up here, we can see if you look at the sales of about 60 machines globally, they are primarily in defense, aerospace research institutions. These research institutes and or government research centers and leading DoD R&D and product development facilities. Then it's aerospace, aviation, and defense. And anywhere something needs to be light, miniaturized, or requires a solution to a problem that is not possible to solve before. Imagine cube satellites with a total weight of 1.4 kilograms, and every 100 grams you can reduce significantly optimizes the whole business case, or it's used for mini or micro drones. When it comes to the defense and high-tech industry, you can contain the information even in one department inside a bigger organization. Yes, we have seen more commercial applications coming in. There's a lot of interest coming in from the RF space, like microwave systems, 5G phased array, new 3D antenna structures, as well as biochemical sensors. We have interest coming from commercial customers that understand there's future potential in structural three-dimensional electronics. We have one customer case in Germany, a plastics company. They established a department as electronics into polymers because they want to strategically increase the value add of their products. They have also commoditized plastic products, so why should they buy them in a high labor cost country like Germany instead of somewhere else? So this little excerpt talks about aerospace, aviation, which strongly hints that NNDM is a good candidate for ARK's new ETF. So before we end off this video, we do have to go over again NNDM's big event that is happening on Monday. Now, the market is going to be closed on Monday, so as I've said before, there is not going to be a direct reaction from this shareholder vote. So if we go over to sec.gov, we're going to go over to Nano Dimension section, and if you want to go over this SEC filing yourself, it is there. You have to scroll down a little bit on the page and kind of look for which one it actually is. I get confused because there's a lot of actual SEC filings, but it is there if you want to go take a look at it. So following the approval of the company's board of directors, the shareholders of the company are requested to approve an increase of the company's authorized share capital by NIS 1.25 billion. Accordingly, after giving effect to the increase of share capital, the authorized share capital of the company will be NIS 2.5 billion divided into 500 million ordinary shares, par value NIS $5 each. The board of directors believes that the increase of share capital is appropriate and in the best interest of the company's shareholders, especially considering that the company is in the process of evaluating the certain acquisition opportunities. We've seen this come out with Nano Dimension a little bit in the past. As I said before, I really wanted to see NNDM actually come out with a statement that said they are actually in the process of acquiring a company or they are being introduced to companies, and we saw that last week when they said that they have partnered with Carl Square and they have been introduced to some acquisition prospects already. So I think that in the short term, this could cause a little bit of a pullback in NNDM's share price. We've seen that happen when this shareholder meeting was announced. But long term, I don't think this is a problem, and I think it is going to be a very good dip to buy on Nano Dimension stock. So that's going to be it for this update on NNDM. If you guys enjoyed this video, please go down and hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video, so you get to stay up to date on all of your favorite stocks, learn about a couple of new ones, and see exactly which options I am trading and which strategies I am using to trade them. So I hope you guys are having a great long weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next video.